All right, let's get to this developing story. With 2:58 left in last night's game against the Knicks, Jason Tatum went down with a non-contact injury. It ended what had been his best game of the postseason thus far, having scored 42 points before hurting that right leg. Tatum wasn't able to put any weight on that right leg, and we will have the results of his MRI as soon as we can. But here's our Shams Charania, what we reported yesterday out of Boston. But let's get into the highlight. Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, a critical game 4 at MSG. The Knicks entered last night's game plus 550 to win this one. And Kat saying, you know what? I don't care about your odds. Jalen Brunson going to work on Derek White, guys. Look at this.
Derek White doesn't get made look like a fool like that too often.
Big body Brunson, as Perk would say.
Brunson again.
Yeah.
14 points on Derek White in this game.
That's a first-team all-defensive team type of guy, right?
No doubt. Anunoby, three-pointer. Brunson doing it all. Assist, scoring, you name it, he's doing it.
There goes Steph. Knicks in the building.
Fourth quarter, OG and Mikal Bridges, who's been fantastic in these fourth quarters.
This was key because this is when Brunson was resting. They kept the Knicks ahead, and then their closer came in.
Let's hear from Brunson.
I've seen him since 2015, and I've seen the way his work ethic has grown each year, and I've seen everything he does, how psychotic he is with his work. It all pays off.
Those 5 first-round picks they traded for paying off, too. Time for our Hyundai Electric moment. More Jalen Brunson going to work.
Wow.
Derek White's playing good defense here, Danny.
That's just better offense. I said he's getting his body into him, not letting him get any airspace to recover and jump.
Good defense, Al Horford. What are you supposed to do?
Pray. Hope he misses.
Here's Brunson again.
Another one.
The dagger. Rattles that one home. Knicks get the win. Go up 3-1. Here's Tibbs after the game.
Just the way he's wired, a lot of poise under pressure. His confidence, I think, is always super high just because of the way he prepares and the way he works. No moment is too big for him. You're not going to speed him up. He's great at creating separation, and he's always got great balance on a shot.
I expect nothing less from Cat. It gets to the fourth quarter, and he's a bad man when it comes to the fourth quarter and clutch point. So I know we've said it before, but you get in those moments, we all trust our talent. We know what we all do. But, man, especially when we get to watch him in the fourth quarter. So, shout out to him.
Shout out to Kat with those sunglasses. Here is the mayhem that ensued outside on 7th Avenue, outside of MSG.
Gotham City.
You know what's so great about this? This is organic. This isn't organized by anybody. This is just the Knicks fans wanting to celebrate together.
They are certainly celebrating. As Mike Breen said it yesterday, the biggest win in 25 years for the Knicks. The Knicks entered last night's game at plus 550 to win the East, the longest odds in the conference. One day later, they are plus 120 favorites to win the Eastern Conference. So, gentlemen, and welcome in alongside three-time NBA champion Danny Green, the Hall of Famer Mark Spears, and the host of the Hoop Collective podcast, Brian Windhorst.
Got a college one. I've been lucky.
I'm George Sedano in for Malika today. All right, let's talk about this. Danny, the Knicks and how they're doing it, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing Cat. A lot of Cat. When he plays well, that's when they go far. Obviously, OG stepped up. Mikal was unbelievable in that fourth quarter. That one-legged fader was a big play. But when Cat plays, he had a 20-point double-double. When he plays like that and is aggressive, the Knicks are a totally different team. They're very much dangerous. They scored 120 points or 119, whatever it was, more than what anybody expected them to play. And Boston just couldn't keep a lead. But it all started for the New York Knicks when Cat showed up to play last night.
George, the last year and a half, the Knicks have invested massively in putting this starting lineup together. Trading for OG Anunoby, trading for Mikal Bridges, trading for Karl Towns. They are investing huge amounts of money and resources into them. They were awesome last night. Put alongside Brunson, all of them playing together, plus Josh Hart, who they traded for 2 years ago. This is what their dream is. Their dream is that this powerhouse starting lineup is able to be a difference maker. They were great collectively in this game. All of them contributed in one way or another, and then Mitchell Robinson off the bench was also a factor. But Bridges, twice in this series, you say that Brunson is the fourth quarter killer, and you're right. Guess what? twice in this series,
Yep.
Bridges has led the Knicks in scoring in the fourth quarter, including the win in Game 2 and the win in Game 4. The combination of them results in what I agree is the most impressive win for the Knicks in 2 decades.
Knicks mania is crazy, man.
It's getting there.
Is there a thirstier franchise in the NBA right now?
No.
The excitement is unreal. This could be their first East Conference Finals since 2000, bro. 2000.
years.
They haven't been to the finals since 1999, so I get it. Just off of curiosity, I went and looked at Game 6 tickets, how much they are.
Oh, come on.
Just in case in MSG.
Friday night.
Keep in mind, this is the second round. 19 grand for third row.
Oh, I believe it.
Second round.
Yeah.
Worst seat in the building, $865. And assuming they make the next step, it's about to get crazy.
Yeah.
Danny, what are you seeing specifically from Brunson, the clutch player of the year?
I mean, I love that he's picking up the pace. He's attacking, so that he has one-on-one mismatches. They usually kind of attack in methodical ways and they slow the game down. Not last night. Run the tape. So they had a chance to get out early. He got, Al Horford and some one-on-one switches. This is what happens when you get a push-the-pace activity. You got the paint wide open. Boston's still trying to match up. Brunson's got Al Horford one-on-one, gets right by him. A whole lot of paint space, gets to that left hand, and it gets an easy layup on Derek White. Get the switch. Didn't take his time. Did not probe dribble at all. So Al Horford, eyes lit up. I'm going straight to the basket. I'm not wasting any time. Same thing with the switch here with Al Horford again. I'm not going to waste any time. Not going to give Boston a chance to load up and be able to help and shift. I'm going to take him one-on-one in the fourth quarter and get some baskets earlier in the shot clock, or get my team a basket early in the shot clock so we don't get grenades.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Celtics. The Celtics dropped from the East favorites to the remaining East team with the longest odds to win the conference, now at plus 850 at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. This is the first time since the season started the Celtics have not been favored to win the East. So what do we make of the Celtics here, Brian?
First off, I'm not giving this series to the Knicks just yet. And that's not a commentary on the Knicks. That's a commentary on the Celtics. They were 8-2 this year when Jason Tatum didn't play. They are loaded at the top end of their talent on their roster. They theoretically could get Game 7 at home. If they win the next 2 games, it's a big if, but I'm just saying they do have potential home court advantage.
Very big if.
And I believe that they will rally back from this. And so what I've learned with the Celtics over the last 4 years of being there a lot in the playoffs is they lose when you think they're going to win, and they win when you think they're going to lose. And everybody's thinking they're going to lose. I'm not ready to go there. I think you see them fight back. But obviously the Tatum situation is extraordinarily upsetting and concerning.
What are the repercussions of that, though, Mark?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned the 19K tickets,
Because in case.
In the first round of playoffs, there was an executive from another team who said, I expect the Celtics to make major trades. They got 5 guys that are making $28 million or more. The 2 superstars make over $50 million, new ownership.
Yep.
They're going to make some changes. I don't expect this team to be the same, even if they were to figure out everything. The 2 teams.
And even if Tatum were healthy, you're saying?
Yes. The 2 teams I'm kind of keeping an eye on. One is the Houston Rockets. They certainly have the resources for trade. They have a coach that the Celtics players, the guys that have some money, know well and are